This is a LaFerrari shown on the official, from the front view, shown on the official LaFerrari official video that was created by the legendary automobile maker Ferrari. Anyways, this is going to be because I don't feel like making multiple videos. It's just going to be reaction to the Titans' last three games. Tennessee Titans defeated the Indianapolis Colts on Halloween, 30-24 in overtime. I was very, although I didn't get my game prediction right as far as because Derrick Henry didn't have any touchdowns. He was effectively highly contained in this game because the Colts defense had a plan for wanting to wanting to defend him, wanting to successfully contain him, so he couldn't be the main reason why the Titans won, and they successfully did. The Colts defense successfully executed that game plan perfectly because he never had what looked like it was going to be a long run where he's going to score a touchdown. I mean, he did have runs where he's running for more than 2 yards, but he never had the long run where it really looked like he was going to run for more than 10, reach the end zone after running more than 15, 18 yards. This was what I predicted to be exciting, close, exciting game. I was very happy that the Titans, they were challenged in this game. They were able to successfully, they had to mainly win this game, mainly with, they had to rely on their defense to keep the Colts from scoring points after what was a terrible what wasn't a terrible, but was still a bad first quarter. Able to rebound after that, able to come back, get this game tied, and this was a thrilling game, including when you get down to the fourth quarter, going down to the wire. It's tied 24. I was very highly entertained watching this game, including down to the wire in the fourth quarter. Titans punt that football. Lands exactly where it needs to get stopped. Lands exactly perfectly where it needs to be. Colts aren't able. Wentz, he's desperate, so he switches. It looks like he's going to be tackled for a safety. He switches the football to his other hand. He ends up throwing the football, and perfectly, Elijah Molden, the former Washington Husky defender, now playing for my Tennessee Titans. He jumps in the exact right spot, catches the football, then returns it a short distance, which was it was an amazing play that I'm never going to get tired of watching, and it was a freaking 1 in a million. It's a 1 in a million play by the defense, mainly because it's hugely unlikely that exact kind of play is ever going to happen. I mean, something similar could happen to it again, but it's very, very unlikely that kind of play is going to happen again. I mean, your dime a dozen pick six that is like more than 10 yards, that's just a dime a dozen. This is not your dime a dozen interception, and a defender is able to move into the end zone for a touchdown. It's not your dime. It's a 1 in a million play. I was freaking amazed watching it, and I was highly entertained by it. It was the Titans' best. Sometimes the defense can be. That was one amazing play, and then the Titans' defense showing again they could be a reason why they're going to win this game because, before that, but then I was unhappy that I'm less unhappy that the Titans, their defense wasn't able to defend after that play because the Colts were able to move the football and got a huge benefit. And then they got some help from the Tennessee Titans defense because Bayard was undeniably, he was responsible for pass interference. So that's a lot less distance that the Colts have to travel after that defensive penalty. and the Colts were able to score a touchdown and kick an extra point to get this game tied, and that it astounded me before that, mainly because, I mean, after the Titans scored what I thought was going to be the game, what I was hopeful would be the game-winning touchdown, because I predicted the score to be 31-20. The score to be 31-24, and that would have been right if the Titans defense would have been successfully able to defend. And during the more than 3 years that I've been predicting, I've had game predictions for both NFL games and college football. That's probably the closest I've ever been to actually getting the score right. I mean, I didn't get the Chiefs Titans 2016 score exactly right, because I think it was 1 point off for it was either the Chiefs or there's the Titans. But this one was like, I was exactly on the mark, except because the Titans defense couldn't defend, I wasn't able to get that score exactly right. Except it doesn't really bother me, because the fact is, in overtime, Kevin Byard completely redeems himself, because he ends up, Carson Wentz again deciding to be attempting, he wants to be Brett Favre, decides that he throws a pass in coverage that's just like mostly perfectly to Kevin Byard. He takes advantage, intercepts the football, has a good return. Titans move that distance to the football. Not Keith Bullock. He's not a kicker. He's a retired linebacker. Bullock ends up kicking a game-winning field goal, and the Titans end up winning a Halloween thriller 34-31. So I'm extremely happy the Titans end up winning this challenging game, in which the Colts, they needed to win this game if they wanted to have a realistic chance of winning the AFC South. Mainly because the Titans, it's after a certain, I think it was after, according to FPI or something like that, like after the Saints game, like they have the easiest schedule remaining, if I recall right, which is after the Saints game. So yeah, I was extremely happy the Titans end up winning this. Was going to be a challenging, except still winnable game in Indianapolis, 34-31. They swept the Colts. They continue to keep that AFC South, that division record perfect. So I was amazed that this is like the second consecutive day in which because the Washington Huskies, they ended up beating the Stanford Cardinal 20-13, and a Husky defender was successfully able to intercept a pass, and as a result, the Huskies were able to take a knee to win that Saturday night thriller 20-13 in Stanford. And then a day later, you have a player, Elijah Molden. He used to play for the Washington Huskies. Now he plays for the Tennessee Titans. He also made a critical or excellent interception and took advantage of it by scoring a touchdown. So I'm amazed you had a Husky defender on Saturday, October 30th, making a critical interception late in the game. And then on Sunday, October 31st, 2021, you had what was a former Washington Husky player, now a defender for the Tennessee Titans, Elijah Molden, making a terrific interception and easily returned that for a touchdown. So you had a Husky defender intercepting the football late in the fourth quarter, and you had a former Husky intercepting the football in the Titans Colts game late in the fourth quarter. So I'm just amazed by that. You have like a current Husky and a former Husky, both defenders making terrific plays to intercept the football. Now to the game, this highly anticipated Titans-Rams game. This is not what I predicted. This was not at all what I predicted. A high-scoring, competitive, close game, and I wasn't right at all about the score. And Titans have pretty much removed any drama. Except I don't mind not being right about the score and not being right about the score and not being right about this not being a dramatic, close, high-scoring game, at least not from what I predict, not what I predicted because the Titans still won 26-16 in a game that quickly had the drama removed after the Titans after Kevin Byard intercepted the football and easily returned it for a touchdown to increase the Titans' lead. I was very happy that the Titans' defense, they made a statement in this game, not just for the fact that there was an interception, nearly got returned. The first interception nearly got returned for a touchdown. Titans offense able to take advantage of the short field, scored a touchdown. Then the Titans, again, showing that wasn't a fluke, or that wasn't like lightning. That wasn't a fluke because, again, Stafford decides to he makes a terrible decision. Kevin Byard takes perfect advantage of that terrible decision, intercepts the football, returns it quickly, runs into the end zone to score the Titans' second touchdown to increase the lead. And that pretty much removes all momentum. It was mostly unlikely that the Rams were going to be able to keep this game close because already they've given the Titans a short field twice early in the first half, and the Titans took advantage of that with scoring 14 valuable points. And I was extremely happy also with the Titans' defensive performance because repeatedly the Rams, even though they were able to move the football, again, held to a field goal. They were mainly scoring field goals in this game, and then when they finally do score a touchdown, it's after the game. It's really late. It's in the fourth quarter. So the Rams they had a low amount of offensive success in this game since they mainly scored field goals. When they finally did score a touchdown, it was in the fourth quarter. The Titans had already scored more than 21 points. They ended up winning this game, making a huge statement, winning 26-16, showing that they are a terrific team, that they are a Super Bowl contender team. And without a doubt I don't doubt at all after they won this game that they're going to win the Super Bowl because I get the information that Derrick Henry, his return is going to be 8 to 10 weeks, and they already showed with this game they can win without Derrick Henry. With Derrick Henry, they're freaking they're a Ferrari F40. Without Derrick Henry, they're a Ferrari F40. They're still a great team. But when you have Derrick Henry, they're the Ferrari LaFerrari. That's a Ferrari Hyper supercar that has both an electric motor and a regular motor and has a horsepower that's more than 900 miles per hour. That's a lot of freaking horsepower. Yeah, so I don't doubt at all. I'm saying right now on what is exactly Friday, November 19th, 2021, the Titans are going to win. The 2021 Titans are going to win the Super Bowl in the year 2022. And also the 2021 Tennessee Titans are going to have the number one seed. And they are going to win. They're going to win above. I'm saying right now they are going to win above. They are going to have the number one seed. They are going to have a bye week because of having the number one seed, and they are going to win. They are going to win the Super Bowl, and they are also in the year 2022, which would be of the 2021 season because if you watch the NFL, you know that it starts in one year and then ends in another year. Anyways, and the Tennessee Titans are going to win more than 13 games. I'm not going to say at most they're going to win. I'm putting the limit as far as the amount of games they're going to win is we're in NFL Week 11. They've already won 8 of their 10. They played 10 games. They won 8 of their 10, and don't doubt at all that I'm saying right now that they're going to win 13 games or more. There's 7 games left, and I'm saying right now I don't know. I don't doubt at all that they're going to win 13 games or more. That's what I'm saying. The lowest, if the amount of games they're going to win is 13 games or more. They have 7 games left, and I'm saying right now they win 13 games or more. and they have 7 games left. As far as regular season record. Anyways, yeah, I don't doubt at all the Tennessee Titans are going to win a Super Bowl because they're 8-2. They are a team that has won 2 games without Derrick Henry, and they are going to get Derrick Henry back, which is going to be the huge advantage, which he can be, which is a great advantage. And I mean, this Tennessee Titans, the 2020, during their long winning streak, including having beaten the Rams and the Saints, they remind me of the 2008 Tennessee Titans, which was a terrific team. They didn't win the Super Bowl because they weren't able to beat a great wild card Ravens team. They weren't able to beat a great wild card Ravens team in the playoffs because, as usual, the Titans aren't able to beat the Ravens in the playoffs at home. On the road, they're perfect. When they play the Ravens on the road, they're perfect. They beat them on the road. But when they play them at home, the Ravens defeat the Titans in the playoffs when the Titans are the home team. That's what history has shown. Anyways, they remind me of the 2008 team, except I don't doubt at all, unlike that 2018, this 2021 Titans, the Mike Vrabel 2021 Titans are going to win the Super Bowl. They're not just going to get the number 1 seed, be one and done, or get to the Super Bowl and not win the Super Bowl. I'm saying right now, they are going to win the Super Bowl. They're not just going to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm going to bet, even before the playoffs start, I'm going to bet more than $20 on the Titans to win the Super Bowl because I want to benefit from that, which I'll do at Horseshoe Casino. Anyways, I was just really damn amazed by that. The Titans offense, they were able to move the football and also score a touchdown even when they weren't getting the benefit of a short field, and also score a field goal. Plus, I think there is, if I recall right, there is something about a safety or something of that range. If I recall right, I'll have to watch the highlights again. So yeah, I was just extremely happy the Titans made a huge statement here on that Sunday night game in Los Angeles. It was a terrific win, 26-16. I did not see at all that the Titans. I predicted them to win because I wasn't expecting at all for them to win and hugely dominate 26-16 in a game that was not as close to the score at all. It quickly had no drama after the Titans, after Kevin Byard returned that interception for a second touchdown, because I mean, yeah, the Rams were scoring points, but they were never able to get this threatened that they were going to be able to get this game tied. So yeah, I'm just extremely happy. I was very satisfied with that win, and also the fact that Peterson, this is like his first game, he was able to score a touchdown, which cemented a Titans victory. I wasn't able to. I'm extremely happy that the Titans ended up winning this game because I recall right. This is the same weekend where my Washington Huskies. I know my Nebraska Cornhuskers, they disappointed me because they were able to keep it a close game against a great Ohio State Buckeyes team, but they weren't able. They got outscored in the first half and the second half. So that was very disappointing, including when they gave me at least some hope that they were maybe going to be able to tie this game or possibly win this game. Didn't happen on Saturday. And also didn't happen on Saturday was the Washington Huskies. My Washington Huskies didn't defeat Oregon Ducks team. I mean, they had a good start, and they won that first quarter, except then after the Oregon Ducks had scored their, if I recall right, it's either their second or their first touchdown. All the momentum changed to the Oregon Ducks, and then the Washington Huskies were not able to recover after that because they weren't able to get the game tied. They weren't able to retake the lead. So I'm just extremely happy on a weekend where I was disappointed by my Nebraska Cornhuskers losing to a great Buckeyes team, my Washington Huskies losing what was a winnable close game to a great Oregon Ducks team in Washington, my Tennessee Titans proving reliable, continuing to win increase that win streak, played a high-stakes game versus a great Rams team, winning in Los Angeles, and made a statement, winning 26-16. So that made all that disappointment on Saturday, made me easy just move past it, because they gave me the high enjoyment of that on a Sunday where I could only see portions of this game. I couldn't watch because I was working, except in fact, it's less of an issue mainly because the fact I was still able to see portions of this game. If I'm working at if I'm working at Target, or if I'm working construction or as a carpenter, etc., I'm not going to be able to see any of the Titans game. I mean, I can hear it on the radio, except it's better to actually see it than actually hear it. Anyways, so there's that result. Again, I wasn't right. Except, again, I don't mind not being right, because it was better than what I predicted. And then you have the most recent game the Titans had played on November 14th, NFL Week 10, their second game without Derrick Henry. Again, not an issue. This isn't what I predicted, because I predicted the Titans to win 31-21. Titans ended up winning 23-21, and it wasn't what I predicted, entertaining game. I didn't say close entertaining game, but except I did say entertaining game, and I didn't put in there close, but except it's just something you can infer or conclude, at least from that, just for the fact of the score. Because I didn't put in some detail about this game is not going to be as close as the score would lead you to think or conclude, etc. Except it was exactly that. Titans was pretty happy that the Titans were able to. I was very happy. Titans were able to move the football, scored a touchdown because right there, open Titan. An open Titan, Saints were not able to defend. Again, Titans, Tannehill able to take advantage, and with a sneak where he just moves fast into the end zone, and a Titan scoring a touchdown some other way. And and they were also able to score a field goal. And this was a really very entertaining game, because the Saints were able to come back. They were able to come back, and except it was also a terrible game for the Saints, because their kicker ended up missing 2 extra points, and I know those are not just easy points to make, because it's no longer on the goal, in front of the goal line. It's more than 5 yards away. Except again, this is why this New Orleans Saints had to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, and I'm very happy that Jenkins was able to time that perfectly to prevent the 2-point conversion from being completed. Saints attempt an onside kick, and a Titan is able to recover that football, and the Titans just able to take a knee, and they win what was a entertaining, thrilling game, 23-21. The Titans... and I enjoyed that A.J. Brown was, he didn't have a touchdown in this game, except he was still not contained by the Saints. I was also really amazed when the Titans start the second half. The Saints get the football to start the second half, except that proved not to be exactly beneficial for the Saints, because you have a Titan defender on special teams, Cole, that ends up making a freaking terrific hit, creating a fumble. A Titan recovers that fumble. Titans take advantage of that short field and score a touchdown. So I'm like, this is one freaking damn exciting Titans team to watch. They're creating turnovers. They created turnovers against the Rams. They created turnovers against the Colts, and this was a turnover created on special teams. This is a damn exciting Titans team to watch. Took advantage of that short field, scored a touchdown, and again, that'd be other main reason why the Titans won this game, because if you're giving a great team not able to protect the football to start the second half, giving the team a short field, that great team is most likely to take advantage, and the Titans did. So I was very happy the Titans ended up winning this thrilling game, this entertaining, thrilling game, 23-21. Valiant effort by the Saints. They were down by 22-6. They didn't quit. They didn't give up, except they're not able to finish the comeback and actually tie the game mainly because Titans defense is a bend don't break defense, able to defend when needed, which they did. Also, almost forgot Jeffrey Simmons. The Titans defense. I recall Titans had multiple sacks against the Rams, and Jeffrey Simmons he had 3 sacks against the Saints. The Rams. It was either the Rams or the Saints, and then he had, I think it was, if I recall, it was 2 sacks against the Saints. So that's 2 games in a row where he's had a total of 5 sacks, which is damn impressive because 3 and 2. So I'm like, freaking Jeffrey Simmons is been a freaking rock star as far as defense alignment for the Titans defense for 2 consecutive games against both NFC teams, the Rams and the Saints. So I'm very excited what he's going to do against a terrible Texans team. I mean, I know that's not a high bar accomplishment, but he can still keep that whole multiple sack streak going. So yeah, I'm very happy I was able to watch the Titans defeat the Saints 23-21, and what also stands out in this game is just the fact that I'm seeing Simeon, and not just for the fact that he's playing for the Saints, he also has one of the strangest. He has one of the strangest mullets I've seen, where it's not the Mel Gibson mullet that he had in the Lethal Weapon movie series. It's not the awesome mullet that Kurt Russell had in Tango and Cash, etc. Or the mullet that Patrick Swayze had in Roadhouse. It's a strange looking mullet where it's not exactly here the military cut in the front, except it's kind of, makes me think it's like almost like it's a business haircut in the front and then long in the back. It's just a very strange looking mullet. It's not a great looking mullet, except if that's what he wants to do. He wants to try and start a new trend, or he just doesn't want to follow the crowd. Then can't exactly fault him if he doesn't want to follow the crowd. Wants to create a new kind of mullet, because he did create a new kind of mullet. Not exactly one maybe not one I would want, or other person's want. If I'm going to have a mullet, I'd want the awesome Kurt Russell mullet if I ever had a mullet. But if that's what he wants to do, and he doesn't want to follow the crowd, then you can't criticize him for not following the crowd, since he decided to be outside the box with a mullet. And that is my unscripted recap of the Titans' last 3 games, having beaten the Colts in overtime 34-31. The Titans having beaten the Los Angeles Rams in Los Angeles 26-16. And the Tennessee Titans having defeated the New Orleans Saints 23-21 in Nashville, Tennessee. And because it's a Titans video, I wore this Titans stocking cap and this shiny Titans starter jacket, which I got for Christmas last year. And this Titans stocking cap, Titans shiny starter jacket. And it's not just for this video, also because it's freaking windy outside, and I have to mow the lawn, and I don't feel like being cold, so I am wearing a stocking cap. I am wearing this winter jacket. I'll be mowing the lawn on a November 19th, on a cold November Friday in Omaha, Nebraska.